welcome back to Cabinet Conversations by Kitchen 365, where we dive into what's driving success in the kitchen and bath industry today. As always, I'm your host, Haydn Ellis, and today we are going to talk a little bit about what marketing channels are most effective for our industry. When I'm referring to marketing channels, what I'm really talking about here is what are the areas where we need to spend the majority of our time, budget, resources to get the most bang for our buck, to see the most success, to drive the most results, so on and so forth. So let's dive into it. First and foremost, wanted to talk about search engine optimization, otherwise known as SEO. So what is it? Why is it important, right? Well, search engine optimization at its base, kind of understanding is super simple. It's just how do you rank as well as possible for, the search terms, the keywords that are most relevant to your industry, right? In this case, obviously kitchen and bath. So for example, if you are a showroom owner, what lines do you have in your showroom? What cabinet lines? Or what incentives, like a free kitchen design, do you offer that might help kind of drive results? But why is it most effective for kitchen and bath? Well, it comes down to visibility, right? So at the end of the day, what's the number one place someone's going to go when they're trying to look for a particular product or service? They're going to hop on Google, they're going to search for something related to that business, and hopefully, as long as you're ranking well, right, you'll be one of the prime options for them. And as an organization that focuses on the kitchen and bath industry exclusively, we've seen really, really solid results for a lot of our clients that have prioritized search engine optimization. That said, it is a platform that takes a little bit of time. And that's what, I should say, it takes a little bit of time to get off the ground, right? We're talking usually 6 months plus to see consistent results. But that's why we also prioritize other channels such as paid advertising. What's that, right? So that's really referring to your Google ads, your Facebook and Instagram ads, your LinkedIn ads, Bing ads, so on and so forth. It's the opportunities where you're actively paying for leads, for users to be generated and driven to you, to your business, to your site, to your brick and mortar location, whatever that looks like, right? It depends on your goals. But at the end of the day, it's nice because it's kind of an easy way to drive short-term success. When we look at paid advertising versus SEO, a lot of the time the conversation that we're having is leads now versus leads forever. Not to say that you can't achieve those results on one of these exclusively, but generally speaking, when you're looking at paid ads, that's a great way to supplement while you're building that long-term success from an organic perspective. And yeah, you can run paid ads forever and drive leads that way. Honestly, most of the time, it's probably a good idea to do so, just to get that additional visibility, that additional opportunity to drive someone to your site. But again, at the end of the day, you're really using this sort of thing as a supplement for organic growth. Because organic is the area, like I said, it's first and foremost where someone's going to go to find you, and go to your site, see what you're all about. Moving on from paid ads, though, kind of the third big one that we really try to prioritize here at Kitchen 365 is content, right? Because no matter where you're marketing, what channel, if you don't have good content, it won't matter. You have to have good written content, good video, good imagery, photos, design stuff, whatever that looks like for you. You gotta have good content. And I know content itself isn't necessarily a channel, right? But it's so foundational to, the effectiveness of any marketing channel that we kind of try to look at it as its own thing here at Kitchen 365. So that's why I wanted to bring it up. And again, as an organization that specializes in kitchen and bath, we've found that the higher quality content you have, especially as it relates to video, because video is where to be right now. Video is king. The better off you are. So just wanted to call this out. Not going to spend a ton of time on it. It's pretty straightforward, but quality content really does matter. And it's easier than you think to get off the ground. So wrapping up, just wanted to call out here. I know I've kind of mentioned it a few times, but sometimes it can be a little daunting to get any of these marketing channels off the ground. Setting up a paid campaign, there's a lot that goes into it. Trying to rank organically, there are a million factors that can impact that from an on-page, off-page, and technical perspective. So it's always nice to have someone like Kitchen 365 in your corner to help you out there. But why us specifically? Why not any other agency? Well, here's the Kitchen 365 difference. We are an organization, as I've said, that specializes exclusively in the kitchen and bath space. We only work with cabinet businesses, and that gives us an edge because we're hyper focused on what is trending in this space, what is most effective. Let's A/B test this. If it works for, X company, it's probably going to work for Y company. Oh, actually, it might not work for, Z company because X, for these reasons, they're slightly different. So it's all about having that exclusive knowledge, only working in this space that really helps us scale businesses. But that's not the only reason, right? There's also a few other things like our full service support. We've got, full scale digital marketing team, development team, customer service team, account management team, which I'm a part of myself. So shout out. But we've got a full team of experts in different categories that are here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help you out. Also, we really prioritize data at Kitchen 365, reporting on a regular basis, because at the end of the day, you don't know what's working unless you can report on it, right? So we really try to focus on, scaling through tangible, means. So if, we can see that you're not seeing the organic growth on search engines, for example, that you're really looking for, let's track that through website sessions, through engagement on the site. What can we be doing better? How many reviews are you getting? XYZ. What's your backlink portfolio look like? All these little factors that are going to help you grow organically. Honestly, I can't say this enough. The biggest thing that's so crucial about working with Kitchen 365 is the people. I've never worked for an organization that is this dedicated, that cares this much about their clients. I mean, I was shocked when I came onto this organization, and they immediately, one of the first things that they talked about were client experience and how crucial it is that, for example, we go and meet our clients in person. I mean, on a weekly basis, sometimes I'm flying out to visit clients and catch up with them just to hang out, or troubleshoot major issues, or talk through slight alterations we want to make based on this quarterly report, whatever that looks like. But at the end of the day, if you ask me what the biggest difference is about Kitchen 365, it's our people. We're dedicated to our clients, we're dedicated to the kitchen and bath industry, and we're dedicated to your growth. So if that's something that sounds like it might interest you, please get in touch. And yeah, that's really all I got for you today. I truly appreciate you joining me for another episode of Cabinet Conversations by Kitchen 365. Once again, I've been your host, Haydn Ellis. And if this was helpful for you at all, if it was interesting, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, or just, feel free to check out more of our content. We're, trying to provide you with as much value as we possibly can for free here through this show and our live events, things like that. So please take a look at all that stuff, and we hope to be in touch soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.